Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So you might remember Dan. Probably about 4 or 5 months ago we did a mock test together in Chertsey, and if you've watched that video, he passed with 0 faults. Clean sheets. So he's back again today. Let's see if he can reproduce the same kind of standard of driving.
No pressure at all.
No pressure at all, but you know, he's a confident lad, so we expect him to do well.
Great.
Right then, are you ready to begin the mock test?
Absolutely.
Okay, we're going to start with your eyesight. So let's see if it's changed in the last 4 or 5 months. Right, so we've got a white car on the other side of the road. It's a Peugeot. Can you read me the number plate?
Yeah, that's PE150CA.
Okay, so your eyes are okay, not a problemo at all. Right, just like a real test, going to ask you a question. So if you can explain to me how you would go about checking your tyre pressures. So where do you find the information for your tyre pressures? How do you go about checking your tyre pressures?
So the information is in the manufacturer's guides. You need to use a reliable pressure gauge, checking all the tyres only when they're cool, not forgetting the spare tyre, and remembering to replace the valve caps.
Absolutely, yep, very thorough answer there. Right, so follow the road ahead at all times unless markings or signs state otherwise. I'll let you know if I need you to go either left or right. So if nothing is said, follow the road ahead. I'll get you to do 20 minutes independent driving approximately. So we're going to follow road signs today, and I'll get you to do 1 manoeuvre, possibly the emergency stop. Okay, so that's about it really. Just, you know, your normal kind of mock test. You ready to go?
Yep.
All right, so when you're ready, drive on please. Drive off. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I've not seen Dan for a few months. He's been a busy boy. Got a new job, moved out. Yeah, doing very well for himself, so yeah. But he's back on the channel today.
You just missed me too much.
Missed you too much, hoping to pass with flying colours. Okay, let's turn right at the end of the road. End of the road, turning right. So, if you can follow the sign towards Virginia Water, please. So, follow the sign towards Virginia Water. So Dan, if you can follow the sign towards Thorpe.
Thorpe.
Yes please, yeah. So in a moment we're going to be turning right, so let's get past this big lorry first. And we'll be taking, see the road on the right coming up, just where that brick wall is, Cold Harbour Lane. Yeah, it's like a little village. I think it's Thorpe Village, so kind of looks a bit kind of like we're driving in the countryside, villagey kind of area. So just following the road ahead at this next mini roundabout. Obviously you can see the width restriction here, so just take your time going through here so we don't clip the wing mirrors. Bit of a tight squeeze, but we've got through there safely. Just the roundabout here, Dan, it's not very clear, so we're going to turn left, first exit. Yeah, they can do with putting up some road signs here, to be honest.
Yeah.
From a distance away, it just looks like the road continues.
Yeah. This is sort of construction work they're doing.
Not sure what it is. No excuses really for not having a road sign to tell people there's a roundabout there.
Absolutely.
Alright, so approaching the end of the road soon, if you could turn right, so right at the end of the road.
Okay. Right, so
Continuing with the road signs, follow the sign towards Woking, please.
Woking.
Towards Woking.
Thank you.
When it's safe to do so, demonstrate how you would wash your front windscreen using the wipers and the washing fluid. Thank you very much. Continue following the sign for Woking.
Okay.
Bit of undertaking there from the other guy, moving into the left lane and then back out to the right.
Charming.
Yeah, great. I mean, you're doing 47, which is a couple of miles an hour underneath the speed limit, so he must be doing about, I don't know, 65 miles an hour in a 50 zone. We're going to be continuing with the signs to Woking, please, so continue following the signs for Woking. Please follow the signs directing you to Weybridge.
Weybridge.
Yeah, so, yeah, in fact, just keep following the signs towards Weybridge unless I say otherwise.
Okay, so this is now self-guided?
Yep, it's Weybridge all the way.
Weybridge all the way.
So Dan, I'd like you to pull up on the left behind this silver car.
Okay.
Don't worry about any driveways. Just stop about 1 car length away from that car.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll do fine. Thanking you. And when you're ready to do so, if I can ask you to continue driving. So off you go when you're ready to do so. Follow signs directing you to Shepperton, please. Shepperton.
Right.
We'll be taking the next road on your left. Next road on the left.
Next road on the left.
When it's safe to do so, in your own time, pick a safe place to pull up on the left.
Okay.
Safe place to pull over on the left. And once again, when you're ready to do so, continue to drive. Off you go again. So at the end of the road where the giveaway sign is, we shall continue. Just go straight ahead.
Okay.
The roundabout. Let's go straight, so we're taking the second exit at the roundabout.
Okay. So we're going to head down Staines Lane, which is where we started this
mock test, so just following this white car in front of you. So I'm going to ask you to bay park in a moment. Once you've come round this circular patch of green, you're going to see a lot of parking spaces on your left. So we're going to dismiss the first bunch of bays here.
These ones?
Yep.
Okay.
Go past this car and reverse into one of the bays on the left. So choose any bay you like, reverse into anyone you fancy, really.
Okay. Right.
Always tricky here because you've got this bit of a dip in the road, so you just need to be extra skillful with the clutch control. Right, let's leave it there. You're in the box. Yeah, you are. Job done. Job done. Right, Dan. So yeah, that's the end of your driving test. Just going to point a bit of airflow into me to keep me cool. You can do the same if you like. Right, so you've set the bar quite high after passing your first mock test with a clean sheet. Do you reckon you've reproduced the same result this time round?
Not the same result. No.
Okay, so if you've made any mistakes, where do you reckon you could have gone wrong this time?
I'm concerned that I missed a couple of blind spot checks.
Okay.
Specifically before stopping on the left the first time, I think.
Stopping on the left, okay.
Maybe that's me making it up, but
when you stop on the left, do you mean when I asked you to pull up on the left-hand side? Okay, so where do you need to look before you pull up on the
rear
left?
view, left mirror.
Okay, yep.
Indicate.
Yep. That's it, really. You don't need to check the blind spots.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because you're moving there, so it's going to be a little bit awkward to twist your. Yeah. So you don't need to check the blind spots when the car's moving. So. Nothing there really, to be honest. No faults there on stopping on the left.
Okay. I'm concerned that I didn't do the right thing with the big vehicle carrier at the roundabout.
Right, okay, so yeah, so that lorry pulled up on the left.
Pulled up on the left at the roundabout.
At the roundabout, so he's got kind of a couple of wheels up on the curb, so it's fairly obvious he was stopping there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, the only thing for me, it just took you a bit too long to decide to overtake.
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't done anything unsafe, okay?
Sure.
You've just taken a bit long to decide what to do, which is fair enough. I mean, with an inexperienced driver, you're going to maybe take a little bit long to decide what to do. So again, it's, I wouldn't fail you for that or give you any faults for that, really. I mean, it's not that much of a big deal. Okay, so yeah, okay, anything else?
Well, I'm struggling to come up with a specific example, but I do feel like I didn't do some checks. I also feel like that's my kind of weak point anyway.
Okay, let me analyse your results. Okay, so you've passed
Okay, good.
which I expected you to do. Obviously, I was a little bit sceptical about maybe passing with a clean sheet because they're quite hard to come by.
Yeah.
I've given you one fault. One fault, okay. The rest of your test was very good. As usual, you're a very neat and tidy driver. Cutting the corner. Did you notice you cut one corner when you turned right?
Well, I turned right.
Yeah, so we're turning into a road called Cold Harbour Lane.
Okay.
So do you remember there was two great big lorries parked up on the left-hand side doing some roadworks. So you've gone past the lorries.
Yes. Yes.
Taking the road on the right-hand side. Did you cut the corner? Do you remember?
God, I remember the markings being a bit confusing because they were a bit faded. That was just before I made the comment about it being a bit
like a villagey
like
sort
a
of,
village,
like that kind of thing, yeah.
Oh God. I'm happy to accept that I did.
Yeah, I mean, it was slightly. You'll be able to watch it back on the video.
Yeah,
okay, so it wasn't where you wasn't as you normally would do. You know, like
come right up
to the line, look into the road first, make sure it's safe. Okay, so as you were turning in, you just sliced off. Yeah, a bit sloppy, really.
And then also didn't check as much as I could have.
Yeah,
done.
as much as you could have. I mean, you had just about enough view to see that there was nothing coming. But had you been another metre further forward, it would have been better because then you would have had a much better view.
So that's not a major?
If you'd taken off any more of that corner, I would have put it down as a major because I was able to see there was nothing coming. Okay, so obviously if you're turning like a metre earlier, then your view would have been you wouldn't be able to see a car coming up that road or a bike or anything.
I do remember looking down, but I can appreciate that I didn't.
So yeah, you must have been able to see there was nothing coming your way to make that decision to turn into the road. But yeah, you're still cutting the corner a little bit, so it's a minor fault. So manoeuvre was good, you're in the lines, job done. Had to make a correction. I mean, some examiners might mark it as a minor, but for me it wasn't a big deal. You just went forward, back again. You know, a lot of drivers do that anyway after passing the driving test. You know, it's pretty hard to get the car bang in the middle the first time round. So yeah, I mean, just one fault really, and
there were a couple of moments in the self-guided bit where I felt that I hadn't seen signs for a little while, and I was concerned that I'd gone the wrong way.
If you don't see any signs, you just follow the road ahead.
Right, which is what I guess I was trying to do.
Yeah, so there won't be signs at every single stop, checkpoint, every junction. So yeah, if there are no signs, it's just follow the road ahead. Right, well done, Dan.
Cool.
So yeah, still got it. Alright guys, so hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for Dan for making a reappearance back on the channel, and hopefully we'll catch you on the next video.
Good luck.
Please remember to like and subscribe. Catch you later. Bye for now. Signing off.